Members desirous of taking their seats will be pleased to come to the table.
I'm desirous of taking the oath from the Old Testament.
Baron Lionel de Rothschild, you may withdraw. Mr. Disraeli.
Sir, Baron de Rothschild has been freely and fairly elected by the City of London as a member of this Parliament. To deny him his seat as a Jew is to publish to the world that we are still influenced by the darkest superstitions of the darkest ages that ever existed in this country.
We take our oath on the true faith of Christianity.
I cannot sit in this house with any misconceptions of my opinion on this subject, whatever may be the results on the seat that I hold.
This is a Christian assembly.
Yes, and it is as a Christian that I will not take upon myself the awful responsibility of excluding from the legislature those in whose religion my Lord and Savior was born.
Sir.
I was an apprentice milliner to eke out my allowance. Oh, but it didn't last long. Oh, I was the belle of Clifton. All the young gentlemen in the West Country used to pay court to me. I married my first husband when I was 17.
You make it sound as though you'd had half a dozen, my dear.
I think it sounds very romantic.
Oh, so did I at the time, but I didn't know the meaning of the word till I met Dizzy. More tea, Mrs. Gladstone?
No. Thank you. It was lovely.
Mr. Gladstone?
Thank you, no. I believe we were all married in the same year.
I believe so.
It all seems so recent, but, you know, I was looking through one of my scrapbooks today, and I realized it's nearly 20 years ago.
You keep a scrapbook?
Oh, a dozen.
What do you put in them?
Anything from the newspapers and magazines that mentions Dizzy.
Marianne is my most faithful archivist.
Here's a report of a speech from the Times. Oh, and comments from the Quarterly Review. No. Oh, well, why not?
Why, what is it?
It's a cartoon from Punch.
The Balancing Brothers of Westminster.
Yes, isn't it clever?
Yes, the artist was kinder to you than he was to me.
Yes, I do not find such drawings amusing.
You know what I think it means? That whatever Dizzy proposes, you propose the opposite and vice versa, just out of habit. Well, it could mean that your talents are so evenly balanced that together you could achieve something outstanding.
Yes, well, that is another matter.
I think we might leave the ladies alone for a few moments, if they don't mind.
Not at all.
If you wish.
We shall be in the study.
Oh, aren't we fortunate to have such remarkable husbands?
Yes. William is always saying how very clever Mr. Disraeli is.
You know what Dizzy admires most about Mr. Gladstone? It's his moral courage. Of course, Dizzy has none at all.
Oh, no, that can't be true.
Oh, it is. When he has a shower, he can never pull the string for the cold water. I always have to do it for him. Oh, you must come and visit us at Hewenden some day.
Oh, that would be delightful. And you must come to Horndon.
I hear it's very beautiful.
Oh, I think so. And more beautiful every year. William has cleared another acre in the park.
Cleared it?
Yes, of trees. His relaxation is tree felling. It's opening up new areas.
How different to Dizzy. His passion is, well, planting trees and watching them grow into forests.
One should treat a cigar like a mistress. Put it away before one gets sick of it. Well, that is the position as we see it. Frankly, we need you. After all, it would not be so great a step. You have supported us pretty steadily for the last 3 years.
Yes, there is a small but active section of your party.
Our party.
A section who regard me as representing dangerous ideas.
Well, you wish for reform, and so do I, and always have done. No, in truth, Mr. Gladstone, it is the relations between us that form the great difficulty.
Between us? I have never in my life taken a decision which has been influenced by it.
I'm glad to hear it. And I can assure you, if you join Lord Derby's cabinet, you will find warm personal friends and admirers. Now, you may consider me as neither, but I assure you, you would be wrong.
I must consider the conditions that would make cooperation possible.
What I said just now was not mere empty words. I have asked Sir James Graham to accept the post as leader of the House of Commons in my place, to allow both of us to serve under him. Now, if he will not accept, we shall let our fellow members decide which of us is to lead. In either case, I can assure you that I would consider you as sharing equally in any position I might hold.
I need time to reflect.
The situation is critical. You to stand aside at a time like this is a great responsibility. Don't you think it's time you might deign to be magnanimous?
There is a power beyond us that disposes of what we are and do. And I find the limits of choice in public life to be very narrow.
Sanctimonious humbug. He may wrap himself in a cloak of morality, but he is really driven by only two things: personal ambition and envy of you.
Well, what will he do now?
Wait on the sideline, seeing which way to jump. Well, that's enough of him. I must get back to Downing Street. And you must get ready. Now remember, don't commit us to anything, and don't try to be witty.
Most decidedly not.
I still distrust you.
Who?
This time you must try and win their approval.
Whose approval?
It's been decided that... It's been decided that Dizzy shall be the one to report cabinet business.
I have to go to Windsor for an audience with the Queen and the Prince.
That's wonderful. It's what we've prayed for. It'll give you a chance to win them over.
Remains to be seen.
Of course you will. I forbid you to be nervous.
Easier said, my dear. Facing Queen Victoria and Prince Albert is like looking down the muzzle of a double-barreled shotgun.
So, you call it a rebellion and not a mutiny?
A mutiny is merely a rising of soldiers against their officers, but this is much more. This is a national revolt amongst all classes of the Indian people.
Yes, that is true. Then, I assume you are not in favor of reprisals.
Well, there must be punishment for those guilty of atrocities, but for those who fought against what they see as persecution, there must be justice tempered with mercy.
Yes, Her Majesty and I have discussed this matter fully and have reached the same conclusions.
You spoke of a change of policy. What do you propose?
We propose, ma'am, to take the rule and power of India from the East India Company and transfer it to the Crown, to appoint a viceroy and to issue a proclamation to the native princes and population that the Queen of England guarantees their laws, customs, and religion.
That could do much.
More than all our fleets and armies say.
I look forward to seeing your detailed proposals. But what is the feeling of the House toward your government now?
It is not kind, sir, but for now the opposition is content to let us pull their chestnuts out of the fire. And after so many years in temporary quarters, it is a pleasure to be in the new House of Commons, which is so admirably suited to our purposes.
I, as you may know, was chairman of the Reconstruction Committee.
Of course. And that explains, if I may be permitted, ma'am, the brilliant use of space and the perfect blend of comfort with harmonious proportions.
We must not detain you any longer, Mr. Disraeli.
Your most faithful servant, ma'am.
What an extraordinary man. He's really quite handsome, don't you think? Although so very Jewish.
I cannot understand why I had such an unfavorable opinion of him. Our views are so surprisingly similar. Oh, Fiona about it.
You cannot expect us to support you in this bill, Mr. Disraeli.
But I do, Robert.
Giving the right to vote to the lower paid can only benefit the Liberals.
I should have thought that to cure injustices would have been the aim of every responsible government.
Reform is a dangerous experiment. Dangerous for the country and the government.
Robert?
No, Father, I must speak. It's only what many others are thinking.
Political thought must develop, even in the Conservative Party.
I tell you frankly, sir, I cannot support you.
I must apologize for my son.
There's no need, Lord Salisbury.
I, of course, will thank you.
Robert Cecil is right in a way. Voting reform is Liberal policy. We shall outrage them if we adopt it and not please our own supporters.
That is why we need all the strength we can muster, and I shall expect you to speak, Edward.
As you know, I have been in poor health for some time. I doubt if I could stand the strain of a violent debate.
Everyone must be there, even if they have to be carried in on a stretcher. I shall give you a public funeral if you die before Easter.
It is not hopeless. Radicals should back us.
Oh, precisely. Disraeli is selling us out.
Well, I am with him. The right to vote must be extended.
I agree. Besides, it is a way of beating the continuous majority of the Liberals in Parliament.
I don't know. I can't vote against my own party, but...
Have you heard, Mr. Gladstone? What do you say?
This attempt to curry favor with the lower elements is the act of an unprincipled adventurer desperate to cling to power at any price. You should appeal to the honor of your leader.
Oh, it's no use. Lord Derby is only interested in his racehorses. He leaves everything to Disraeli. That's what it's come to. We're governed by a Jew and a jockey.
So the ayes have it.
He smashed his own government with this bill.
Well, all the Liberals had to do was promise the Radicals more sweeping reforms if they voted against it.
Once again, Derby will have to resign
That the
due
main
to that
question,
mountebank
as
Disraeli.
amended, be agreed to. Those in favour, say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no.
Oh, now, my dearest, the doctors expressly said that you were to stay in bed.
Oh, I'd only lie there fretting. Besides, Lord Stanley's coming to dinner and I've got to cut your hair before he arrives.
Please, my fair Delilah, spare me that martyrdom. Something wrong?
I've just been reading this article by Robert Cecil in the Quarterly Review.
Ah.
Is that all you can say? Ah. That the son of one of your oldest friends should write such a thing? Mr. Disraeli's policies in the House of Commons have long discredited and misguided the
Conservative Party, and his tactics are so he's only doing what young politicians do to further their career. Attack their elders.
Yes, but what makes me angry is the fact that it appeared in the Quarterly Review, the leading Conservative journal. Well, it's clear proof that your own party still doesn't trust you.
I've dealt with it.
How?
Well, I've written an open letter to all the leading members of my party saying that since they all obviously agree with this attack on me, that I shall resign as soon as possible.
What did they accept?
Of course not. A mere threat was enough. They begged me to reconsider, which of course I shall.
Oh. It's all a game to you, isn't it? A great game.
No, not entirely.
No, not entirely. After 23 years of service, 23 years of struggle, what have you? Nothing but bills and debts and demand for payments.
Something will turn up. It always does. They will be met.
How? By borrowing more and more money? Where will it end?
Marianne, do not distress yourself. You know that whatever happens, you need never worry.
I am not thinking about myself, don't you understand? I shall not always be here, no money dies with me. What will you do when I'm gone?
I cannot imagine such an empty world. I would rather live with you in a hovel than with a duchess in a tower of gold. Shall I tell you the news? It will make the wife of every member of Parliament envious of you. Huh?
Envious of me?
No, mad with envy.
Well, don't tease, dearest. What news?
We have been invited to spend the weekend at Windsor Castle with the Queen and the Prince Consort.
Why was I never asked?
That's what makes it so special. Are you pleased?
Oh, I don't know if I'm thrilled or terrified. Is it true? Dizzy? I'll stay and do all the wrong things. You know I don't know how to behave.
Just be yourself, Marianne. I'm bound to adore you.
So, like Lord John, you have no intention of retiring.
Politicians rarely retire, sir. Indeed, sometimes they hang on until they have to be carried.
Frankly, you know, I'm surprised you didn't accept the appointment as first Viceroy of India.
No doubt the government thought of it as an ideal way of removing me from the scene. But I shall admit I was tempted. Sumptuous palaces, jeweled potentates, all the riches of the East. And Mrs. Disraeli and I arriving for the Durbar on a gilded elephant. Like a scene from one of my novels. No. No, it would have meant saying goodbye forever to the House of Commons.
Leave me.
It appears my daughter has monopolized you all evening, Mrs. Disraeli.
Oh, Her Highness has been most kind, Ma'am.
And what have you been discussing, Alice?
Education, Mamma. I can scarcely believe it, but Mr. Disraeli left school when he was 15. He was never at university.
But surely I heard he'd received a degree at Oxford.
Oh, yes, but an honorary one, an ADCL, I think.
Do you mean a DCL, Mrs. Disraeli, Doctor of Civil Law?
Yes, something of the sort.
If it were permitted for young ladies, I should have liked to have gone to university.
Really, Your Royal Highness?
Yes, there's nothing I'd like more.
Oh, well, that's a very modern idea, my dear. Still, perhaps you don't know the benefit of having an affectionate husband.
How very true. And were you present at the degree ceremony, Mrs. Disraeli?
Oh, yes, I wouldn't have missed it. Dizzy was very apprehensive. You see, he thinks that all students are radicals, but they cheer him louder than anyone.
Oh, is that so? And do you attend many functions with your husband, Mrs. Disraeli?
Oh, sadly, no. He's so busy. But then you'd understand that, Ma'am.
Too well.
You must get him to take you to the exhibition at the British Museum.
Yes, it is very fine.
There were so many beautiful things. There was a statue of Apollo which especially impressed me. Absolute perfection of form.
Yes, but you should see my Dizzy in the bath.
Alice, you should not be listening.
May we know why you are laughing, my dear?
I couldn't possibly tell you. You look more relaxed than I've seen you for weeks.
Well, perhaps that is because I have at last met a statesman with unbiased opinions.
It is difficult to remain prejudiced in the company of an enlightened prince.
Well, we have both in our time been accused of being alien. Hopefully, we have now both proved that we have our country's interests at heart.
Gottes ist der Orient, Gottes ist der Okzident.
Prince Albert's fever.
Yeah?
It's typhoid. They can't save him.
In your position as leader of the opposition, I beg that you will not bring about any crisis. I feel in my present condition, I could not survive it.
I promise to take no strong action unless it becomes an absolute necessity in the interests of the country.
I knew I could depend on you, Mr. Disraeli, as on no other. I must thank you once again for your generous praise of my adored, beloved husband.
And in these conversations with which of late years the Prince honored me, I gained a great deal both in knowledge and feeling which will always influence my life.
You alone of everyone seem to realize his unequaled worth. And how immense the loss has been, both to myself and to the country. But now I feel so alone.
Your most faithful servant, Ma'am.
I've always wanted to have a house with a ballroom.
I'm sure you would fill it every night.
Oh, we would. And if we ran out of guests, I'd get Dizzy to dance with me to dawn, all by ourselves.
That sounds very exhausting.
Oh, not a bit of it.
I'm sure it would be for Lady Rothschild and myself.
Fiddlesticks. And I can give you both 100 years, Lady Chesterfield. Still, I'm all energy. When I was a child, my mother used to call me Wizzy, Little Wizzy. How fortunate I wasn't christened that. Otherwise, I'd be Mrs. Wizzy Dizzy.
Gladstone has officially joined the Liberals.
My information is that Palmerston offered to make him Chancellor of the Exchequer.
And the Rothschild Information Service is more reliable than a government dispatch, Edward.
He is the last person I would have expected to desert his principles and his friends.
I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner.
Why?
The Liberal leaders are old men. So, one day soon, he can expect to take their place. Whereas, with us, he would always be second to you.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but however much I may agree with you, I don't think this is a subject we should be discussing.
Your pardon, Baron, I had forgotten. You must allow me to observe. The fact that you are a radical seems at times faintly incongruous. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must greet my hostess.
This will make things more difficult for you.
Oh, it's bad enough having you on the opposite side of the house now.
Well, thanks to you. You showed the way, I followed.
No. You won through your own determination.
Yes, but 10, 11 years without them letting me take my seat. We Jews have much to thank you for. You haven't met my special guest.
The Prussian. Coming man, I hear.
Word is that before long he may be chief minister in Berlin. I find him quite charming. His technique is to disarm by frankness. Benjamin Disraeli. May I introduce Count Otto von Bismarck?
I have heard a great deal about you, Mr. Disraeli.
Thank you.
Though I notice your name is mentioned on the continent with more respect than it is here.
Will you be staying long?
Only a few days, I'm afraid. I find it difficult to talk to your British Foreign Office. They seem to have no real interest in making contacts, exchanging views.
They do not always have any.
Oh, you, I think I could talk to. It is a pity you are not in power.
A great pity. I did hear that you may soon be recalled to Berlin.
You are remarkably well informed, Mr. Disraeli. Yes, it is possible.
And once you have assumed responsibility for Prussian affairs, what will your aims be?
Frankly?
Preferably.
I shall reorganize the army with or without the help of Parliament. As soon as it is in a condition to command respect, I shall subdue the minor states and give national unity to Germany.
Under Prussian leadership?
Naturally. Of course, to do that, I must seize the first opportunity to declare war on Austria and to show France that we cannot be intimidated. Then Germany will be able to take her true place in Europe. That is what I came here to tell your Queen's government.
Most impressive. Have you set a time limit on all this?
It shall be completed within the next 10 years. Excuse me, I have enjoyed our talk, but I have promised to dance with the Baroness von Rostock.
Thank you. I have had the 2 minutes allotted to those of little importance.
You wonder the Foreign Office wouldn't listen to him?
No, they should. Look out for that man. He means what he says.
That young man's here.
What young man?
Well, you know the one that we met at the Duke of Cleveland's, Corey...
Corey. Montague Corey.
Yes, that's him. He's in there.
Well, I better have him in there.
No, you rest your leg. I'll get him. He seems a very serious young man.
Oh, yes, I think he's trying to impress me.
Well, what does he want?
He's hoping I'll find him some position, I expect.
Oh, not here, surely. He'd made me feel uncomfortable.
Well, that's what I thought, until one wet afternoon at Raby, I opened the door of the drawing room and found this remarkably grave young man entertaining the young ladies with a knees-up dance and a comic song.
I wish I'd seen that. Oh, well, maybe there's something in him after all. In there.
I hope I have not come at an inopportune moment, sir.
By no means, Mr. Corrie. But he wanted me to do something for you. What?
I am most anxious to get a start in political life, sir. I ventured to hope that you might know someone to whom my services might be acceptable.
What have you been doing?
For the past 3 years, I have been in practice as a barrister.
I thought you had all the gravity of a country judge, but you also do a very funny dance.
Most regrettable. The ladies insisted. I realized at once, of course, that I had forfeited any hope of your good opinion.
On the contrary, I had thought you devilishly dull up till then, but at that moment I said to myself, I think he must be my impresario.
Sir?
Oh, I have to make it more plain. I am looking for a new private secretary, and from all I have heard, you will do admirably.
I'm overcome, sir.
Now, you better sit down, then. I take it you accept.
Why, yes.
Good. Good. I need someone I can trust, because I'm about to go to war. Since Lord Palmerston's death, Mr. Gladstone has assumed leadership of the Liberals.
A very forceful man.
Quite so. And like all converts, has become a fanatic and a dangerous one. I think he's had his own way for far too long.
Now, what can Dizzy do?
We must trust him.
Well, this new bill of Gladstone's gives us no opportunity to fight.
Good evening, gentlemen. Oh. Thank you, John. Oh, do I interrupt?
No, not at all.
Something wrong?
We seem to face a lifetime in opposition.
On the contrary. Gladstone has just played into our hands.
In what way?
He introduced his bill like an Old Testament prophet announcing moral truth.
Oh, but Robert, he blinded himself by his own righteousness. He sees the vote not as a right, but as a privilege to be earned. Now, this infuriates the radicals, while most of his own party would prefer merely to talk of reform, as they have done for the past 50 years.
That's true.
So, we have to stimulate both sides and keep proposing amendments. We shall see.
If this amendment is carried, the government may feel it its duty to resign. Do it now!
I cannot tell you how delighted I am to have you once again as my Chancellor, Mr. Disraeli. These past years with Mr. Gladstone have been very trying. He does not keep me fully informed as you do. He speaks to me as if he was addressing a public meeting. Instead of conversation, he lectures me on Homer, or the Hittites, or the Athanasian Creed.
Allow me to say I have far too much respect for your Majesty ever to lecture you. Especially on the Athanasian Creed.
But these are difficult times with these reform riots which have swept the country. It's a question that can no longer remain unsettled. Various administrations have tried and all have failed. You must do something about it, Mr. Disraeli, and immediately.
I assure your Majesty, my government intends to.
After all these months of preparation, oh, I'm so excited for you. Now, you must not be nervous.
Even if I am, I shall not show it.
Well, what does it matter if Robert Cecil and the others have resigned? The rest of the party will support you.
Still, tonight will settle many things. Thank you for coming with me, my dearest. Wish me luck.
That, my love, whatever happens. Footman, open the door. Drive on.
Never let it be said that the Commons of England passed a bill such as this. An invitation to mob rule and the corruption of the electorate. We must reject and utterly reject this gigantic engine of fraud, cynically conceived for the purposes of the hour.
Mr. Disraeli.
The right honourable gentleman has spoken with much eloquence and much passion and much violence. Yet the damage can be repaired.
There never was such a smash. We've done it. We've done it. We've dished the wigs. Now, tell me, why is Gladstone like a telescope? Why is it? Because Disraeli draws him out, sees through him, and shuts him up.
Carlton's never seen anything like it. You are the hero of the hour and well deserved.
Very welcome.
This is a night that should go on forever.
You'll stay for supper. No, I must get home. It's almost morning. Mary Ann will be asleep.
This is a historic occasion. You can't disappoint all your friends and supporters.
Tonight, of all nights, I shall be expected home.
Monty sent word. I knew it. Oh, I knew you'd do it. Oh, I'm so proud.
Well, many of the opposition voted with it. Many abstained, and I think that we...
Dearest, not now.
What have you done to your hand, Mary?
No, it's nothing. It's just a little grave. You've thought and talked enough tonight.
This is splendid. Look. What a feast and champagne. For a christening. Oh, my darling. You are more of a mistress to me. indescribable relief. She has not had an attack like that for quite some time.
The Queen told me she was most anxious.
Oh, Her Majesty's sympathy was a great comfort, but then she is very attached to Marianne.
And to you. I'd say she appreciates you more than any other minister I can remember. How do you do it?
Well, everyone responds to flattery. With royalty, one simply has to lay it on with a trowel. No, but this does not alter the fact that I do admire her profoundly.
Just as well, in view of what I'm going to say. A year ago, when I mentioned I may have to resign because of my health, you begged me to carry on. I no longer have any alternative. My doctors have told me that if I stay in office, I have no hope of recovery.
Oh, Derby.
No. A year ago I hesitated because I was afraid that the party would still not accept you as Prime Minister.
That will never be said.
No. It is you the party and the country need. You have fairly and most honorably won your way to the highest rung of the political ladder.
I am flattered and grateful, but I must ask you to consider, take time.
No, I already have. I've sent my resignation to the Queen at Osborne and recommended that she appoint you in my place.
I accepted you as Young England's leader many years ago. As I was the first then, let me be the first now.
Thank you, John.
A few months ago, but who'd ever have thought all those years ago that one day you'd be Prime Minister?
Was sent out.
Yeah.
But I understand that no steps
Climb to the top of the greasy
in the matter until all the answers have been received and...
And I had looked forward to a long and increasingly happy association.
The general election could not be delayed any longer, Martin.
And Mr. Gladstone used the excuse to go barnstorming round the country on some kind of evangelical crusade, and convincing the new electors that their right to vote was given to them not by you, but by himself.
Now, he did turn the election into a pilgrimage of passion. But the Liberal majority has been doubled. There is no possibility of my continuing.
Then I must accept your resignation, although with much regret. I suppose I shall have to send for Mr. Gladstone.
He is undoubtedly the leader of his party now, ma'am.
The People's William.
I must confess, ma'am, that owing to the strain of the last few years, I shall not be so reluctant as I might have been to lay down the burden.
You would not think of retiring.
Only for a period of rest, ma'am.
I'm relieved to hear it. Now, I myself have been concerned about your health, Mr. Disraeli. Now, the strain, as you say, of conducting daily business in the House of Commons. The simplest answer would be for you to lead your party from the Lords. And for that purpose, and in recognition of your services, I would like to offer you a peerage.
I am deeply sensible of the favor which Your Majesty is prepared to bestow. However, I feel for the sake of my party, I must decline.
If that is your wish.
There is, however, someone to whom I might humbly request Your Majesty to grant an honor.
Dizzy, forgive me. I was waiting for your carriage. I must have dropped off. Well, did the Queen accept your resignation?
With regret, I'm happy to say.
What did she say? Come on, tell me everything.
Oh, many things. But most important, she offered me an earldom.
Dizzy.
When I told her that if I had been able to accept, I would have chosen the name Beaconsfield from our neighboring town.
If you'd been able to accept?
Well, many people think it is my fault that we lost this election. Now Gladstone has returned with an increased majority, and I must be there in the Commons to do battle with him.
Yes, of course. But I'm so disappointed for you, my darling.
No. I'm not disappointed at all. You see, the Queen has been graciously pleased to transfer the honor to my most trusted and constant companion, whose courage has always been my spur and whose love my inspiration. It is the greatest privilege I've ever been given to tell you that you are now, my dearest, in your own right, the Viscountess Beaconsfield.
You must know why Mr. Disraeli prefers to work down here in the country, Sir Stafford.
Of course. I realize that Lady Beaconsfield is unwell. Yet as leader of the party, his place is at Westminster.
We hardly ever see him at Westminster, Mr. Rose. He tells us he's working on something, but he will not say what it is.
I hope it's not another book.
Lothair was a sensation on both sides of the Atlantic.
Undoubtedly. Who would ever heard of an ex-prime minister writing a romantic novel?
Dizzy, your terraces are exquisite, but why so many peacocks?
They are essential, Lady Chesterfield. Whoever heard of a terrace without peacocks?
A kind of personal symbol, do you suppose?
Oh, surely not, Baron.
Baron de Rothschild and Lady Chesterfield knew my Dizzy when he was not always so solemn.
The very first time I saw him, Lady Manners, he was wearing a green velvet jacket, plum-coloured trousers with gold braid, a scarlet waistcoat smothered in gold chains, and emerald rings over white gloves.
I really cannot imagine it.
Young women who only know my Dizzy now think he's ugly. I don't think he's ugly at all.
Oh, no, I assure
I
you that...
think we might change the subject, my dear.
No. He was so striking. All the young women found him irresistible.
That's very true.
And out of them all, he chose me. I've never ceased to thank Providence.
Now, the gratitude should be entirely on my side, Marianne.
No, it's nothing. It's just a little twinge I get when I don't stick to my diet.
Come. I'll show you to you.
I'll go and lie down. Monty will take me. We can't both leave our guests.
I'm sure everybody understands.
Naturally.
Dizzy, why did you not warn us? Lady Beaconsfield is clearly much more ill than any of us suspected. What is it?
Mary Ann is suffering from cancer of the stomach. I've known for 5 years. Only Monty and I know.
Cannot her doctors do something?
It's incurable. She does does not know that I know, so to save worrying me, she pretends that her illness is slight and temporary. I've no need to ask you not to say.
I hear Marianne has had to lie down.
It is a forlorn attempt to introduce the siesta to Buckinghamshire. Have they been badgering you, Philip?
Probing. More or less delicately, I would say.
Should know better than to try to worm secrets out of a lawyer, especially mine.
I assure you, I have
no need, Northcote. I can guess your complaints exactly. I have not been writing another book. Philip and I have been discussing a plan for the total reorganization of the party. The setting up of a central office to define policy and consult with and advise local constituencies.
In short, the creation of a party machine.
It cannot be run from here.
Which is why I am leaving for London tomorrow. We cannot let Gladstone have it all his own way.
He's gaining in strength every day. No one dares stand against him.
Well, I thought I might try. Horrible scenes of violence had been occurring in Ireland, and the government never moved.
Shame.
Landlords were shot down. Respectable farmers beaten to death. Policemen stabbed. Households blown up. And still the government never moved. Yet, when a government candidate lost an election in Ireland, troops were put in motion. Sent from Liverpool to Dublin. And I seem to remember, I think it was last year, one of Her Majesty's ministers saying, anyone can govern Ireland with troops and artillery. So it seems. Even the right honorable gentleman there.
Dizzy, do sit still. I've nearly done.
Making notes for my speech.
Yes. Well, do so. Just pretend I'm not here.
Can I? Snip, snip, snip. I feel like I've fallen into the hands of some female Sweeney Todd.
Well, you'll know what to expect then, won't you?
Oh,
right. Do sit still. I will not have you going to Manchester looking like some out-of-work scarecrow.
I might not go to Manchester.
Well, why on earth not? It's going to be the great rally of all the Conservative associations. And then there's your speech at the Free Trade Hall.
Only one of 3 monster rallies in the north. And I shall expect it at each to make a speech lasting several hours.
Well, think of the effect it will make.
I am thinking nowadays with my asthma I can only stay on my feet talking if I drink brandy and water non-stop. So I shall lose the churchgoers and temperance vote straight away.
Oh, I know. Why don't you put white brandy in the water jug? The audience will not know anything about it.
Lady Beaconsfield, you are as fair as an angel and as devious as a serpent.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
It's all right. I've done.
May I get rid of that for you?
No. I'll do it, thank you. Now, Dizzy, don't you work poor Monty too hard.
Her fingers were so swollen she could scarcely hold the scissors.
I thought Lady Beaconsfield seemed a little better.
She will not give in. She insists on traveling to Manchester with me.
Could you not advise against it, sir, because of the appalling weather?
She will not listen. Even though I'm afraid the journey might prove too much for her.
Oh, for her own sake, sir, could you not refuse to let her go with you?
How can I? Every time she hears me speak, she's afraid it will be the last. Not satisfied with the rape and anarchy of Ireland, they have begun to attack every institution, every interest, every class and calling in the country. So all along, this so-called government of Mr. Gladstone's has behaved like a body of men under the influence of some deleterious drug. I watched them. And as time progressed, it was not difficult to perceive that extravagance was being substituted for energy by this government. Some sought refuge in melancholy, and their eminent chief alternated between a menace and a sigh. As I sat opposite the Treasury bench, the ministers reminded me of one of those marine landscapes that are not unusual on the coasts of South America. You behold a range of exhausted volcanoes. Not a flame flickers on a single pallid crest. Yet, the situation is still dangerous. There are occasional earthquakes, and ever and anon, the dark rumblings of the sea.
Their affection is as much for you as it is for him. They have seen his devotion to you. And I have seen a perfect marriage.
Dizzy married me for my money. But, well, if he had to do it again, I think he'd marry me for love.